Did you know that Seneca Falls in New York has long believed itself to be the inspiration for key scenes in the classic holiday film It's a Wonderful Life? For the last 77 years, the It's a Wonderful Life Museum has held a 4-day festival to unite historians, actors, and fans alike for a celebratory gathering of all the things wonderful. Karin Gagliano takes us there.
In the quaint town of Seneca Falls, nestled in the heart of upstate New York, lies the enchanting tale of inspiration that weaves through the very fabric of the beloved classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Picture this, a picturesque town with charming streets and historical architecture, where every corner tells a story. It's here, amid the beauty of Seneca Falls, that the director and producer, Frank Capra, of the iconic film, found his muse. You see, Seneca Falls isn't just a town. It's a living, breathing inspiration for the fictional town of Bedford Falls in the movie. Physical resemblances between Seneca Falls and Bedford Falls are striking. So join me on this journey through history as we uncover the magic that turned a small town into the inspiration for a timeless masterpiece.
Welcome everyone. I'm here in the beautiful town of Seneca Falls, the home and inspiration for the movie It's a Wonderful Life. The location in It's a Wonderful Life was called Bedford Falls, and Seneca Falls was actually an inspiration to the filmmakers. We are here today amongst the cheer, and it's their 77th anniversary, so there's people, there's actors, there's events, there's even a 5K race today. We are going to go in and interview a couple of the board members in the It's a Wonderful Life Museum. Let's go in and check it out.
Many inspirations. Frank Capra always told people that Bedford Falls was comprised of little slices of small towns all across the country that he had visited. And we don't want to dispute Frank Capra,
Right.
But we think we're a bigger slice than everyone else. We've discovered that Frank Capra actually came to Seneca Falls while the screenplay was being developed. And while here, he was on his way to visit an aunt who lived east of here. While here, he asked about our bridge, our Bridge Street Bridge specifically. He wanted to know what the story was. The barber who was cutting his hair at the time only knew, we have 3 bridges, only knew of one story. The Bridge Street Bridge has a story of young Antonio Veracali, who in 1917 jumped from the bridge to save a young lady. He jumped in to save a young lady who was attempting suicide by jumping from the brand new Bridge Street Bridge.
Oh, wow.
He did manage to save her, but he drowned. And so the community honored him with a plaque and other honors, helped to get the rest of his family from Italy. But apparently that struck a nerve with Frank Capra. So that's one of the main reasons. Plus, we're in the right location. If you think about it geographically, Rochester, Elmira, Buffalo are all mentioned. We're kind of right in the middle of all of that, and it would make sense. So, a lot of coincidence? Maybe it's a little bit more.
And as far as the real estate, we are here at the temporary location for the museum. And maybe you can, Mike, you can explain the location of the temporary location, where it is, what this building is, and what is going on with the new museum.
Right now, we're in this temporary location, which is an old bank. So obviously, there's a nice connection there with the Bailey building and loan. Our actual location is down at 32 Fall Street, and that is the first feeder in Seneca Falls, and it was built by the first Italian immigrant to Seneca Falls. So when we were able to buy that building, just a natural fit, being an old movie theater, And we were able to receive a nice grant from New York State under their Downtown Revitalization Initiative. And so we're going to be using that to restore the facade and then eventually gut the interior and build a state-of-the-art museum to tell the story of It's a Wonderful Life and its connection
To
Seneca
continue
Falls
continue its legacy in town.
for generations to come.
And I know, Mike, you were explaining to us, but it would be great to explain to the audience some of the inspiration, behind what we see here. This is not exactly.
So there's only 5 actual props that were in the movie. And we have 2 of the 5. They're the earrings that Violet wears in the movies. And then there's the automobiles, George Bailey's vehicle, the taxi, and another vehicle. So we don't have all the props, but what we do have is we have fans from all over the United States that bring us items that are replicas, almost identical. They watch the movie with such detail, frame by frame, and they stop and they take pictures of it, and then they try to bring us the items that are located in the scenes. For example, the Santa Claus mask here to my right. You see the Tommy Bailey wearing one of those around his neck in the movie. The deer that are on the piano, same thing. The record player. So we're trying to acquire items from the fans.
We're going to go out and get some get a flavor and a taste for the town. I know tonight there are festivities. There's a lighting of the Christmas tree.
The schedule is so full, you got to get a copy of that, but there's something for everyone.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We'll talk soon.
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence.